And we're live. Welcome to another Super Desperation Radio Monday. Hopefully it's good enough for you.
Huh? Wow! Stop making it sound like we're just the worst show out there.
I made a promise today that I wouldn't botch the intro.
But you did.
I did not botch it.
Look how
I totally.
Look
how did I mess it up? How did I botch it?
You didn't say excited.
I made a promise, Mr. Frodo.
Every time I say exciting, I get too excited, and then I screw it up. So I had to,
See, exactly. He botched the intro. I promised today's guest that he would botch the intro today. He promised that he wouldn't. He's a liar.
I thought that was good.
He botches every intro.
I thought it was good.
It doesn't help that I call him out on almost every intro. So
it's like nobody would even notice unless you said, "Hey, Chris, you fucked up again."
It wouldn't even be the show if Chris didn't screw up the intro.
It's like the Dick Van Dyke where he just trips over the ottoman every time.
Exactly.
God damn it. I've been reduced to a bit part.
But we still love you.
You're a pratfall, sir. You're a pratfall.
It's okay. I wear it proudly. I do it better than anybody. But anyway, we have a couple of special guests with us that I'd like to introduce real quick. Both hailing from NorCal originally. I think, David, you're from NorCal, right?
I'm born and raised.
That's right. Okay, but he lives in Hawaii now, so you know he's on location half the time. You represent RUGaming.com, and
yep.
We also are joined by Pandora House affiliate and photographer to the FGC Stars, Rose, also with NorCal. Hello. So, what we have you here doing today is you're going to explain to us a couple of things that you guys have been working on. But first, I want you to at least introduce yourselves to the people that are watching this show right now. Dave, start telling what you do. What is RUGaming.com?
My name's Dave. Represent RUGaming.com. We basically we're a site. We're an up and coming site. We started a couple years ago, and we've been members of the fighting game community for years, and we finally just decided it was our turn to start giving something back and kind of helping strengthen the community with some representation. So we started RU Gaming, and we recently have sponsored. We sponsored Pandora House, and we're taking care of them. I'm really excited to sponsor Pandora House. They're a really motivated group of individuals, and they've been doing a lot for the fighting game community. And so we've been helping with them, and we basically do contests, we do giveaways, we report on all aspects of gaming. We're getting a lot more heavy into VR in the upcoming months. We're going to start doing some original content with Cymatic Bruce on the weekly, and he's going to be giving us the what's up about what's going on with VR and just kind of having a VR talk on starting the next couple of weeks. So that's also something we're trying to get into. We at Evo, when we sponsored Evo, we basically we're showing off the Drovis Dive. We are kind of in the works with them, and hopefully in the next couple of weeks here, we'll be actually selling Drovis Dive headsets on our website as well. So we're doing a lot of things right now. We love the FGC, and they're our bread and butter. But we try to do all aspects of gaming as well.
Huh. Damn, very nice.
This is quite a resume there.
Yeah,
as you asked.
No, that's what I wanted. Don't worry about it. You're good. Next, we have Rose. Rose is a little more prominent in the scene, having been around for a couple of years now, attached to certain names as LPN, and not a lot of people know this, but you were once Dazzit Bros liaison or something.
Oh my gosh! I don't know why you're.
You were his valet, right? You would show up and you'd pull out the megaphone and start cheering him on.
She was his PR rep.
Yes.
No, you guys, I'm actually David, or Dazzit Bro, was actually one of my best friends since high school. So that's why we're so close in person. I always get this mixed up. That's okay. I guess I can be his cheerleader if that makes him feel good.
No, you weren't I wasn't saying cheerleader, but you were definitely at all his events saying hey, you need to speak with these people right now.
That's true.
We've got a 5 o'clock meeting.
Well, I guess if you put it that way, I've been doing my job for years then, huh? The PR thing, the public relations, or promoting, I guess. And that's kind of what I do for Pandora House at the moment. I've been working with different sponsors for Pandora House, as you guys have heard, like Are You Gaming, Arcade Shock, and Adark. We also work with locals like Canada, who helps run our Put Up or Shut Up bi-weekly tournaments, as well as, actually, we were working alongside also Capsule Entertainment, or who does versus for the weeklies on Fridays for other FGC events, and Tighter Fight, as well as right now we're working also with Bay Area Fight Night for our NorCal Fight Club League. There's a lot to say about this league. I don't know if I want to just throw it out there.
Whatever you want to say, just put it out there.
Well, at the moment, so if you guys don't know, NorCal Fight Club League is basically a round-robin tournament. So this definitely increases the intensity of each match, because it's also by game differential points. So it's not just like you beat 13 people and you're automatically this high. It is more of how many wins and losses have you won. So even though you may have beat 13 people, if each round went to 3-2, that's only like 1 point per match. Yeah, so, or if you guys are familiar, the Topanga League follows that same format as well.
Yeah.
So we have, NorCal Fight Club League. Basically, we wanted to get some of the strongest players in NorCal. We were able to get, if I had to name drop some people, Ricky Ortiz, Filipino champ. PR Bauer was originally supposed to show up, but then his family bought him tickets to go home, so he wasn't able to go there.
Well, yeah.
I mean, mommy or a tournament. I guess you got to choose your mom, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'll be honest, like, I didn't know. I thought he wasn't playing because he just suddenly got into Undernight In-Birth, because last time I saw him streaming, that's what he was playing. I was just like, later for Street Fighter, man.
It's hard to get the boys to practice that right now. The Pandora House boys some of them are getting into that too. And I'm like, you guys, you have your tournament, Street Fighter, focus. And they're all like, no, I'm going to go anime. I'm like, what?
I respect that.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
definitely.
If you guys know LPN, I lose him to so many games. It's ridiculous. You got King of Fighters or I know you guys, Killer Instinct, don't kill me now. Different types of games. I'm just like, oh my god. All right, anyway, sorry. Now I'm getting sidetracked.
Yeah, don't say the K word.
Killer. I was just kidding.
It's okay. No, we know LPN plays everything, and sometimes he's good at them.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes. Hey, I can beat him in some of those games too.
Nice.
Well, you shouldn't admit that. He's never going to forgive you.
Yeah. Now he's gonna be like, "Hey, what? Prove it in front of everybody." Money
He's
me.
like,
he's not here
you
to
you and me,
talk.
NorCal Fight Club League exhibition match. Go.
Hey, you guys, they had to do a qualifier, and I just want to be, just not talking big and all, but no, I'm just kidding. So first off, some of the players auto-qualified, kind of people who has been kind of prominent in the scene. So, like I said, the sponsor players. And then we had also a qualifier, same format, round robin. No, I apologize. It was actually a regular tournament format. And the top four qualified for the NorCal Fight Club League. And then we had a community vote as well. So that one was also interesting. So that's how we came up with the 14 different players that we have on the roster, which if anyone wants to see, it can be seen on the Pandora House Facebook page. But yeah, we just wanted to provide a very unique and as well as intense experience for the players, as well as for the spectators, because spectators, you don't want to always see the same top 3 players. In here, you get to see a variety of killers, where it's people who are well-known and people who are, I guess, not as well-known or underground killers, really, which is really exciting to see. It's like a new match, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like I said, I have so much to speak, but I don't want to steal the whole time talking too much.
Oh, no, that's fine.
No, that's fine. We're here to dedicate most of this show to this topic, because honestly, it's like been forever since somebody's promoted a NorCal event series. I mean,
Yeah.
It's totally true, and I really like also how like you were talking about the unknown fighters like that, like when they did the Capcom Cup for Street Fighter Cross Tekken and stuff like that as well. Like it was nice to see some people that you don't see at all the tournaments that are like more online warriors that actually got a chance to come out there and be like, I also play this game. Like I don't go to Vegas every year, but I also play this game and I can represent. And like, you know, and like Evo was filled with those people this year, and so it's kind of nice to see that NorCal is trying to support that as well.
Oh yeah. I know the guys when we originally came up with the concept of the league. I mean, this has been something that's been under process for a couple of months, or not months. I should really say more like years, because they've been talking about it, but nothing was really done till just recently. But yeah,
so you and me have been talking about it for more than a couple months.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of already knew how it goes behind the scenes. Like we've said, RU Gaming has been super helpful in promoting, as well as they even provided the team jerseys. So I have to give an extra shout out to RU Gaming for that too. Yeah.
we love you guys.
Oh, don't you guys feel the love in this?
I know this is not the show. This is not the show I signed up for.
I know. All right, so let's have a talk shit. All right, so this guy sucks, and this guy.
You gotta wait for like at least a second episode.
Oh, you're right. Huh?
So speaking of episodes, you guys already had an episode of this. It was last Saturday, right?
Yes, so we had. That's actually what I was going to go into. We had our first round. We kind of went in the same format as an actual game, right? So there's 3 rounds if you are able to make it that long, right? Hopefully you don't get too old. But there are 3 rounds, and for the first round, parentheses or quotations, we had. If you guys are interested, the score basically Ricky Ortiz. She dominated the tournament, doing practically a perfect, and then like sweeped NorCal. But I guess that's why she's the best player, right? So
yeah, that's pretty spot on.
It's pretty spot on. And then who else came next after that? Oh, and then it was. This is where a little bit of the confusion came in, but again, as I mentioned with the game differential points, so. Pandora House's Hudaman actually won second place by 1 point.
Nice.
And that's only because he won 1 match more than Micro Gaming's Julio. So that kind of, again, it brings up the level, then like the value of each match, right? Because some people be like, oh, I'll just toss this match and figure out how this guy goes, and then I'll really body him, right?
Right, every match counts.
Yeah,
collusion?
Yeah.
No.
It totally avoids that. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not gonna say who, but it's pretty obvious when you see certain players do that. It's just like, oh, come on, man, you're giving us, you're wasting our time.
He's like, no, man, I'm just building meter for the 3rd round.
Oh yeah, totally.
Absolutely.
Totally.
Gotta keep it hype.
Valid strategy. What are you talking about?
I guess if that's the case, sure.
So I was curious about the rule sets for this tournament, because I don't know if this is just me, taking things for face value and inferring, but I noticed that with the standings, it says people have a character and a sub character. They don't have to have one, but are you limited to 2 characters throughout the league, or can you play more than that?
No, that's a good question. So we already warned the players that they had to submit their characters by like a week before the actual first round, and so they are officially character locked. They have to stick to 2 people.
That's pretty cool,
exciting, right?
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I like that.
You get to learn your matchups a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, we also didn't make it a secret because we posted the character chart. I made a character chart of everybody's character, so all the players are aware, and they can't say, well, I didn't know that so-and-so chose this, and I had no idea what to do. In reality, if you wanted to be prepped seriously for this league, then you would have done your research, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real talk.
She's not trying to talk shit, but
I'm the most non-intimidating person. I'm as intimidating as a panda, but
Obviously.
I gotta say, like, there's been like, I watched a little bit of it, and I didn't catch the whole thing, but I'm looking at these standings now, and I'm just like, wow, I expected there to, like, some people are not where I thought they would be.
I agree.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I do like that there's a mix of, like I was mentioning earlier, there was people that we've seen several times on stream, and there's people that we've never seen on stream. And to be honest, on the standings, I was not expecting the bottom three to be the bottom three.
I definitely don't think anybody expected 14th place to go to F Champ.
I knew everyone was thinking that, but I didn't want to like be the first one to mention that. But I was like, but I was just like, dude, yes. I looked at the standings, like 14th place F Champ. I'm all, bet you that guy is salty as shit.
Can't even play Marvel anymore. Nobody wants to play my game. Gotta fucking go back to this shit. No.
If I have to give him something, let's just say he left before finishing.
Wow.
Yeah, you remember how I said it was intense? It's definitely an intense environment. I think he only played maybe like 5 or 6 games and then bounced because it kind of he got swept.
Like he got swept for 6 games and he just bounced. Like that. I mean, I can't even. First of all, I don't like support rage quitters in any instance. The live real-time rage
obviously
quit.
Didn't play World of Warcraft enough.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys don't even get me on WoW. No.
Like but the live action real life rage quit where you just leave the arcade. It's just like you're.
That is a whole different situation.
Yeah, that just feels like there's no way that you're gonna walk away from that and feel better about it. It's just gonna snowball.
Yeah,
I mean, because at least when you rage quit on an online game, people are just like, "Did he rage quit? I don't know. Maybe his internet went out. Like, what's going on?"
Or and you can walk, you can go to the bathroom and beat something up real quick.
Out in his car and left.
Hey, if they are a mean person, I'm choosing my word carefully. If they're a mean person, they would aggro, and then they bounce. That's so mean.
Did he say anything before he left?
Okay, so unfortunately, I actually came right when he left, so I missed it.
That's your fault then.
I know that, unfortunately, he did feel like people were counterpicking him, but this is kind of why we wanted to create that character lock, because we didn't want... I'll put Elpion on blast again. He's like a druid. The jack of trades, man. He can play so many different characters, it's not fair. So...
I love how you just called him a druid.
I told him that in person. He doesn't know what it means, and I'm like, "Oh God, you're not a nerd. You're not that much of a nerd."
Yeah. He's like, "What? What are you talking about? I'm totally a nerd. Look at all this anime I own."
What do you mean, druid? Shit.
Hey, I like that. I play that class in Hearthstone. Just saying. It's cool. Okay. But yeah.
Great class in Hearthstone.
Huh?
That's a great class in Hearthstone.
I know. You got armor and you get to attack.
And I regress.
But that's interesting though. So basically, he felt that everybody was counterpicking him, and he's probably just got to look forward to like every tournament or every session is just going to be the same thing.
Well, this is what one of the great points of the game differential thing is. So, we were thinking about it, right? Because luckily we thought about this ahead of time. Where if someone like this happens to lose dramatically, like yes, he's negative 24 points, but he can quickly make his rate up if he not perfect. I guess it technically has to be a perfect, but he has to do like a perfect 2 rounds. So
2-0.
Yeah, or 2 rounds in the sense of the next episode and the third and the final episode, and he can still make top 3. So that's the best part about this league. It's not just like I said, 13. Oh, this person Ricky is already going to win the whole thing. Technically, anyone can come back and conquer first place if they are dedicated, of course. Like I do think it's funny that at the point system right now it doesn't look as great because of the negatives for people. But if they really see that, like let's say they 3-0'd someone, that's more points than 3-2 someone, right?
Yeah.
So that's one of the best parts about this format. I mean, I do feel kind of bad. And then, so I do think Champ's going to come back stronger. Hopefully he'll train at home and then he will be ready to body other people. I think that's what I've heard a lot of people commenting on that.
Mm-hmm.
I think, like, what is it? One of my favorite people, this is kind of weird to say, but like Crackbean, if you guys know who he is, he has been around for a long time. He kind of just took a long break from Street Fighter, and then all of a sudden he's like, yo, I'm ready for this league. I want to show that I still got it. So this league is definitely trying to reach out to different types of players. And anyone who didn't make it, unfortunately, we are going to make another season, or I don't know what to call it, I guess, yet. We have another league coming up about that, so...
You should totally call it seasons, and you should totally call them episodes instead of rounds. That's just
I'm serious about that. It does sound kind of like... I mean, I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but...
I'm on NCFC, Season 2, Round 3. That just sounds awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, I mean, Season 2, Episode 3, like it's an anime.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not trying to get anime in here.
Well, apparently your team is.
Yeah, man. Pandora House is super
damn,
anime, dude. Almakashi, come on.
I'm trying to learn yoga,
literally, like
okay?
the third comment. The third comment on the event page was Tiza being like, "Hey, so I'm gonna bring a Uniel setup." You know, and
Really?
like,
I missed that shit. Fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, I totally be down to support an Undernight League up there in NorCal. So.
Hell yeah, dude.
You guys should, if you guys ever come here.
If my schedule ever permits it.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to work nights, so if it's in the day, maybe.
Oh, that's one thing I did want to mention, that the league is also open for casual, so it's not just like for the players. Yeah, it's not just your invite only. We want people to come by. We want people to, it doesn't matter what game you want to play. Our first round or episode, if you guys want to call it, such anime nerds.
Since we're naming it right now.
Yes. I'll make you feel good about yourself. I will call it episode for you.
Just right now.
Just right now.
Now.
This is an SDR special. Okay.
Nice.
See?
Legit. You heard it here first.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Oh my god, guys.
we make stuff happen.
Okay. What was I saying? Oh, right. So we're doing casuals. It doesn't matter what game. In fact, it was really cool because I saw a lot of people who don't really come to FGC events actually come to the first round. Episode.
Don't worry. Just say it as it feels natural.
Watch, I'm gonna say episode round. I might end up saying that, but you guys,
Close enough.
Get what I mean. Yeah. So that's one of the more exciting things actually. For also, we wanted it to be kind of like Fight Club, right? So you don't know where it is going to be until like maybe a week or so. Like it's an invite only, but Fight Club is in different places, right? So you're gonna find out kind of during the time. And our first one was at Milpitas Golfland, and our second one is going to be at the Maid in Oakland, which is I don't know if you guys know that, the Museum of Art and Digital Entertainment.
Oh, that's what's his name? Bay Area Fight Night's location, right?
Exactly, and that's how we're working with Bay Area Fight Night. They're going to be the one helping us run this next episode. See, I made guests chuckle. But the third round, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty excited because we have a really big venue. There's going to be drinks. And when you pay the venue fee, you're automatically entered to win raffle. There's a raffle entry automatically. And every 30 minutes will be a new raffle. So it'll be beneficial not only for casual players and spectators, for players, but for casuals and spectators too.
Damn, this is like a sick local, man.
Yeah, like I'm glad to hear that NorCal is trying to start to liven up again, considering how a lot of things have just been kind of on the wayside.
So are you not gonna leak where the third location is yet?
How about I say you guys have to follow our social pages?
That's smart. No, that's perfect.
I'm a businesswoman.
Absolutely.
I'm a businesswoman. You guys gotta follow the pages, and then we'll go ahead and update. I mean, wouldn't that? I guess it could be an SDR special if I do tell you.
An exclusive? Well, if you ever want to do an SDR exclusive, what better place to do it than SDR? That's right.
Yeah, right?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about doing it SDR, but I guess. Okay. At the moment, I do want to just confirm a couple of things, so that's why I'm not going to leak it out yet. But
yeah, that's fine.
Do follow the pages because we will be posting a lot. And what was I going to say? Yeah, the prizes, and so it's going to be also stream friendly because I know you can't do raffles. Oh my God, the forbidden R word for the stream. But we're going to be doing giveaway too for people who are just watching too. So it's really exciting. We just want people to tune in, have fun, see some exciting matches, different people. I mean, imagine at a tournament, like we were talking to all the players, you get lucky sometimes. You get lucky, and you know how most times there's a fraudulent 1 for top 8? Right?
Oh, yeah.
So this one kind of avoids it because you're playing everybody versus you got an easy bracket.
And it's like 3 out of 5,
nice.
right? It's like all matches are 3 out of 5, right?
Yes, all matches are 3 out of 5. And that really... Oh my gosh, there's so many things I really love about this format, and it's so unique. And it's different because I was talking to actually a couple of tournament organizers, and they were really actually very supportive about this, which is really great to hear, first off, that NorCal is supportive of another, it's not like competitive, right?
Yeah.
But they were saying that sometimes tournaments can seem a bit saturated. Like, yeah, even though NorCal may not have like a lot of big tournaments, they have a lot of weekly tournaments, and sometimes the same thing, same old, can get a little dull, right?
Well, yeah, that's why a lot of the stuff that we have that has been broadcast out of NorCal, it generally gets like 200, 300 viewers, but NorCal Fight Club got 1,000 viewers within like the first hour, so.
Yeah. No, I was pretty impressed with the actual viewership that we got right away, and like I can only imagine what's going to get by the third round.
Yeah, I was telling Gibby, like, we haven't had numbers like that in NorCal for, like, 2 or 3 years.
Oh, my God.
Southtown Arcade days.
Yeah, Southtown Arcade was, like, the last place to get that regularly.
Yeah.
Oh, I miss Southtown.
Well, I guess you can count FGTV House, but, I mean, that technically wasn't a tournament.
Yeah, that's not a tournament. Right. That's a stream. I know it sounds kind of... That's just a house stream.
It's totally different, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so basically the league is just to kind of reignite the fighting game community in regards to NorCal, and even hopefully inspire other different, like Japan League really inspired us. So we want other people to kind of be open to twisting up a little bit of the rules and figuring out what can make it exciting again, right?
Yeah.
Totally. Absolutely.
What format works for your thing? Because obviously, with the way this is, everybody plays everyone, so you can't really make it too huge on the grand scale.
Right.
But there are probably definitely rule systems out there, like the Swiss system and other things, to try and emulate these things, but make it more accessible to multiple people. So that's really cool to see this. And yeah, like I was saying, it's nice to see like the characters that are picked. Obviously, you still have some of your mainstays. You have your Rufus, your Yoon, and stuff like that. But you have people that play, Hakan, Dirty Paws play only Hakan.
Mm-hmm.
You still have some other characters: Poison, Dalsim, Rolento, Hugo, Makoto, Cody. Like, there's a good representation of a lot more of the more of the.
You forgot Abel, dude. That was such legit Abel play. I was so. I love Abel. I've always thought he got the short end of the stick when it came to Street Fighter 4, and I just.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a rejected clone of Bison, but I mean, he's still he was in the running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Abel's definitely Gibby's guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if you guys were able to see most of the matches, but a lot of them came really close. I was really surprised. I thought, yes, okay, granted, Ricky bodied people.
Yeah.
But other matches, and I do kind of want to work on getting some off-stream matches recorded. Maybe next round we'll try to do that. Was so intense. Like, right after the last match, it was Crack Fiend and Hudaman, and a lot of people were kind of just like thinking, Hudaman got this in the bag. It went down to the last round, last second, and it was it's like, oh my gosh, the 6th round, we're just like, oh my god, come on guys, really? You're going to keep going? And it was like at 1 a.m. in the morning, and they were so energetic. Oh, I just recorded that. But
I really like the hype level of NCFC. Like, it was just one of those things, like, everyone came to play, everyone was fired up, like no one was just like, oh my god, can we get this tournament over? You know what I mean? Like everyone was really on their game. I felt like it was like people weren't really there just like mess around. It was like they were taking it seriously.
No, I totally saw that, that kind of energy throughout the day. Like even like they had the power outage, and so like when it came back on, I felt like people would kind of just be like, "Oh man, this kind of took me out of the fantasy." Like I'm off my game now. And then now people just jumped right back into it, and they just kept going for hours, and that was really cool.
Yeah,
nobody bitched.
Oh yeah, in fact, during our, like I said, our bi-weeklies, put up or shut ups, it's really nice to actually see how. I know it sounds weird, but it was kind of like a self-service kind of thing, because the reality of it is like maybe one or two people are running, and most of these people on the team, in the Pandora House team, are players, right?
Right.
So it's actually really nice to see the other players, even though like maybe I'll be busy doing the stream here and there on the side, they'll say, "Oh, you know what? I can record my own score," and they're not bitching about it. To be to be frank about it, it's really, I love the NorCal spirit.
Yeah, we beat our heads against the wall until we pass out.
Oh my gosh. Well, ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God.
I just want to know, like, is there any other plans that Pandora House has for, like, events? Like, I wanted to bring this up yesterday when we were having our pre-show chat, but like, is there ever like an idea for like exhibition matches in the future, or like maybe main cards and undercards? First to 10s?
Well, okay, so the first thing that Pandora House came up with was, like I said, the put up or shut ups, right?
Right.
And that was kind of like a sense of a money match, or a pride match. I guess that's a word to say, a pride match. Actually, I don't know if you guys have ever seen it, but our first match was PH Amakashi versus Kaneda.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
Did you guys see that? It was for, I think it was like $1,000 or something like that they put on the line, and that got us a lot of views for our first match. But these guys were serious. Like, PH Amakashi basically sponsored NCR. Oh my gosh. But that's kind of first off where we started off, right? So the whole idea of a pride match. I think we were talking about possibly doing a Pandora House and Macro Gaming exhibition match, because there's 4 members on our team and there's 4 members on their team, and they're all Street Fighter players. That would be actually interesting. Yeah, because most of the people, in most of the tournaments in NorCal, usually it's either a Macro Gaming or a Pandora House affiliate that ends up placing. Mm-hmm. Where, like I said, we're also working on our league. The league, we have another one called A League, and that's kind of all I'm going to say for now. I really do not want to release too many details, because the people who win the top 3, I believe, for this, who wins this NorCal Fight Club League, will automatically qualify for the A League, and more details will be released about that soon. And we're working on a lot of different things with Are You Gaming too, right?
Absolutely. Dude, you know what you should do maybe is you could do with Macro Gaming, you could do a thing where it's like Pandora House, Macro Gaming, fight your rival type of situation, and kind of just use that whole thing with the whole, since you got the font anyway,
like the whole like the MMA night or something.
Exactly, and it kind of be like like you got these two teams together, fight your rivals, since you guys are so close and stuff like that as well. It'd be kind of fun.
No, that is a good idea. I mean, we kind of already talked about it, I believe. I think that it wasn't even our idea. It wasn't like the business aspect. It was more like the players themselves kind of wanted to challenge each other. So it was really kind of cool. It's like, I think it was El Cubano Loco. He goes like, "Yeah, we should totally fight." And I was like,
no, you gotta put something on the line that really makes it matter, though, because like everybody knows each other, so they're just like, they might screw around, but like, no, it needs to be something like, if you lose, you lose your sponsorship for a year or some shit. I don't know.
Oh my
No.
Wow.
I don't want that.
So if you lose, you're shut down. You are just shut down.
I quit match.
Yeah.
Yo, I don't want I don't want them to lose their micro gaming sponsor. I'm just saying.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Dude, in the old days, we played for sponsorships all the time.
Oh, you didn't get my reference.
Like, everybody was like, oh, man, I could totally, play for my Mad Cat sponsorship because I'm going to body you. And then, all of a sudden, people are on Mad Cat's team that don't belong there. Not saying who.
Yeah. It's all,
Yeah.
and then you go, and they'll end that at the farm, and you see a bunch of people crying. And it's like, what have I done? What have I done?
K-Brad's on EG now. Shit, what the fuck?
Right, exactly.
That was really. I was not like seriously. What was it? I think it was SCR or something. I was just sitting in the lobby, and I see this dude talking to me. I'm like, "Who are you?" And then I realized later he's on EG. I was like, "Oh, what the hell?" Wow! Oh my god! If he ever is watching this, you're cool, man. Just saying. It was really weird.
Did you like give him that look where you were like, "Oh no, man, it's not happening"? And he was like, "Whoa, what a jerk!"
Hey, I'm not intimidating in person.
You keep saying that like you got to remind us of this.
What?
You keep saying that like you have to remind us that you're not intimidating, and I'm like, I'm starting to believe the opposite. A lot of these people haven't met you in person, so
well, maybe she's just a big liar.
Oh damn!
Yeah,
Call me
well,
out.
maybe she's really intimidating.
Yeah, I told you I'm intimidated as a panda. So you gotta choose: are you intimidated by pandas or not?
I mean, I guess if I had ever been in front of one and it was hungry, yes.
Pandas are bears. Bears eat people.
Oh,
I'd probably be intimidated by a panda because if I was anywhere near a panda, I'd be like, "This is an endangered animal. If I do anything wrong, I'm going to be accused and I'm going to jail."
I'm just gonna
oh my god!
shake
I
his
don't
hand
want
and
to
walk
touch the
away.
panda if it breaks an arm or something. They're going to look at me because I was next to the panda. Like, please.
Hey, I can be panda. I can be panda from Tekken. You know?
Oh yeah.
Pointing out. Oh my god!
Friendly
Or
panda.
I could be like, is it Kuma that farts on you in Cross
Yeah.
Tekken?
Yes.
Well, technically, couldn't that be Panda too? Does Panda fart?
Pandas do fart, yes.
Panda
Pandas
definitely
do
farts
fart.
in Tekken.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do.
I thought they were
Yeah.
just like in general, yeah.
But I thought it was like red. Or am I thinking of
Red
like
farts.
Just farting blood.
But no, yeah, this league thing sounds actually really awesome, and for all the abilities and promotions, and hopefully other people can get on board for these kind of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, what we're like I was talking to Rose about, what we're I feel like the goal should be, and it's we're trying to get with sponsorship and everything as well. Is just and promotion is just hopefully in the next couple of years, maybe this will be one of the Road to Evo events.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Instead of it just being like some NorCal tournament, and then NorCal will actually have, besides NCR, will have like another major tournament on the Road to Evo.
Oh, that's right, because they did expand it to like not necessarily majors, but just like tournament series that end with like overall placings.
Right.
Okay.
Right, where people show like we're like infiltration, and people are like showing up, being like, "Oh, I have to go to that tournament."
They got to show up to every one of them.
Yeah.
That would be an amazing goal. I mean, I was talking to, first off, just, I don't know if I ever clarified, but yes, the rounds or the matches that the players win will accumulate to the next round, so on and so forth, right? That's how they get to catch up. I'm not saying we will for sure, but maybe we'll come up with a point system. I mean, kind of like how Shoryuken has already like the world rankings, right? Going off of what they place in other tournaments. Maybe we'll have our own. I don't know. We do have some big plans for it. We just have to see where it takes us, right?
Yeah.
We're still very locally, really local based, because I don't think a lot of people outside of NorCal really know about this NCFC league as much. But our goal is to make this as big that it'll be cool if all of a sudden next thing you know we see SCF League. SCFC. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, well,
Sound it out. It's okay.
Got to do something about the name.
Well, we have people who mess it up. It is NCFC League.
NCFCL?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
NCFCL.
But we wanted it to kind of just stay something easy to tweet, so we just kept NCFC.
Oh, okay.
Right? NorCal Fight Club. Because we don't know. Maybe the league will lead to something bigger. I'm just saying. I don't know.
It could be.
It'll turn from a club to an organization.
Right.
Fight Lodge.
Yeah.
Don't you guys know the first rule about Fight Club?
I'm always talking about Fight Club.
Yeah.
I make sure to tweet it out with hashtag Fight Club all the time.
I'm son of a... No.
the worst members of Fight Club. There's like, dude, I just went and told the police about it. It's good.
How do you not expect me to talk about this? This is the
Fight
best.
Club here at the the 635 North Ridge Street. You know, just,
Oh my God.
Dude, the side betting's here, super primo, man.
We'll see you guys there, dude. You got to get a few rounds.
make a vine or two,
Yeah.
while I'm there.
Hashtag Fight Club, hashtag illegal, hashtag
Actually, I just realized we're probably going against all rules of Fight Club because technically we're promoting the shit out of it, right?
Yeah, well, whatever.
It's like, hey guys, you're invited, but it's secret, but you're invited.
But it's a Fight Club league, so it's fine.
It's just the worst kept secret is all.
Well, one of the cool things... Huh?
You got to be number one in something, right? So you're number one in the worst kept secret for Fight Club. So.
Damn. You know, I had someone on Twitter follow me and Pandora House, and their name is at Do Not Talk About, and then when you click, Fight Club. I was like, dang, clever. But actually, you brought up one thing that was interesting, you reminded me of one thing that's interesting, that even though the players are there to play for the league, technically casual players, if you show up, most of the people after their matches are down to play with other people. So think of it as maybe you get a chance to play Ricky or people who are like really new to the scene too. Like I saw a few people who were kind of intimidated at first to go up to the players. I'm like, no, don't worry, they're just people like you. You all like games. That's all that matters, right?
Maybe this will be the first time that Ricky will actually play me in like casuals after I almost beat him, because like the last few times that's happened, he's just like, no, fuck off, scrub, and I'm like, what did I do?
Did he say that? Did she say that?
No, she did not say that, but when it was back during like Blaze Blue CT days, and I almost beat her, and like I'm like, hey, want to play some casuals after her? She's like, nah. Just gives me this look like scrub.
No,
like, what? Come on.
I'm just curious. Who she play?
She played Ragnar at the time.
Ah.
And she totally forgets I took her out in Guilty Gear at University Battle. That was a long time ago, though. Totally long time ago, though.
Well, I just want to bring up the fact that Ricky Ortiz is a much better King of Fighters player than you are.
Bullshit!
No.
Bullshit!
Ricky Ortiz has definitely won a King of Fighters tournament.
So have I!
Really?
Yeah.
As a non-local?
Yeah, it was local. What tournament did Ricky win?
2K3.
Oh, come on, man.
She won
2K3.
this, and she dominated everyone. First time
She would
playing
not
the game.
see me in 11. That's all I'm saying. She had her chance and she dunked.
Ricky would wreck you.
You know what? You should come to NorCal Fight Club League. So, you become a spectator. Maybe you'd be an exhibition match.
I don't play Street Fighter. I don't play Street Fighter, and I work on Saturdays.
No excuse. We got one on Friday.
What
Right around
Fridays? I work Friday too. I'm Tuesday to Friday. I'm Tuesday to Saturday rather. 3 to
So
12.
you're telling me you work all the way till midnight?
Yeah, actually I do.
One match.
I do actually. That's
Well, guess what? Guess what? We're still open till 1 to 2.
I live in San Francisco, man. Come on.
She set you up right there.
Tell Ricky to get on Uniel and I'll blow her up.
I got San Francisco and I got San Jose. You got no way to get away. You have no way to run.
You can run north. Just run north.
Moving to Santa Rosa.
Whoever is listening, if anyone's listening, you guys have to tweet Hell Pockets. And you have to say, show up to the NCFC League. Bug the crap out of him so he'll do it. Will that help you?
I'm gonna show that to my boss. Like, hey, look at all these people that are tweeting me. The one to go up to this tournament. He's gonna be like, "What the fuck, you damn nerd? Get back to work."
You are working. You technically work. You have an FGC job.
I do have an FGC job, but it's secondary to the job that's helping me provide food for my daughter.
I would help. No, just kidding. I got pizza.
If you're gonna pay for my appearance, I'll totally show up. Yeah. I get an appearance fee now.
Hey, you did talk about or someone talked about exhibition matches. I just tried to.
No,
please
we should
the
totally.
audience.
I want to do that. I've always wanted to do that. Even back in the Southtown days, I would tell like Art and Sag, like, dude, we need to have like smoker nights where we just get a bunch of dudes together to beat the crap out of each other for like first to 10, first to 5 sets, and we stream it.
That'd be cool. Just
Yeah.
like a wrestling card.
Yeah,
Where you-
like that.
You have the main event, and you have a couple other ones beforehand, and maybe it'll all lead to something. Be like, oh, this guy now qualifies for like the final tournament at like the end of the season.
Totally.
That would be tons of fun.
Yeah,
And it's really easy to pull off because you're basically only running like maybe 4 matches a day, and you're streaming them.
yeah.
Right. And people aren't people aren't taking. I mean, they're taking it seriously to a point, but it's just like, let's get together and play. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not a big deal, type of situation. It's like people just tune in because they want to watch the matchups.
Right.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
Something to think about.
I would watch you get bodied. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm totally kidding, you guys. I'm a scrub. I have to talk shit.
It's not the
I'm just saying,
WWE. It's the
you're gonna
W.
have to, sorry.
Whoa.
Oh no, it's fine. Keep going.
I would say what you should do, what we're going to have to do is basically, when Hell Pockets does show up, we're going to have him and Ricky play King of Fighters 13 on stream, and we'll just break one of the matches, and we'll just be like, and this match, hold on, we'll get back to that in a second.
Is this really happening? Oh my god!
It's all finally happening. Oh, this is Ricky Ortiz.
I could just see
Years
how
of
Pocket sitting there,
anticipation.
nervous, and then just loses, holding his head in his hands. I can't wait to see it. The anguish, the despair.
I just want the match about to start, and it's like, fight! And he just turns to the side and throws up all over the stage.
Oh my gosh. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna have to make it happen now. Let's make it happen somehow.
Exhibition matches, definitely.
Alright.
Would you do it for a shot?
Like, it's gonna take more than one.
I know. I know this one. Hey,
Way to reach the answer.
I've seen you at the Dragon Lounge. I know how you do.
Yeah, alright, cool. Just making sure there's no illusions with that.
Oh man.
No,
But yeah,
I just want is there anything else you guys want to tell us? Do you have any questions for our guests? Anybody that else is on here?
What channel is this all streamed on?
Oh, I should have said that.
Yeah.
I play winner.
Yay!
yeah, nice.
You guys stream it, you freaking okay.
Hey, I knew this. No one said this. I just needed someone to say it. So, hey,
Okay,
He's all
okay.
someone
It's a
plug
very
us.
important-
Someone plug us.
You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
You're right.
it's a very
I
important point that
Plug the
needs to be brought
channel.
up.
I am doing a horrible job. I'm sorry. I know I am technically the PR manager and business person for Pandora House, so I guess I should. All right. I guess I'll be boring. Guys, check out the Facebook, the Twitter. All of them start with the Pandora House or the YouTube Pandora House FGC. Which, by the way, if people are interested, you get to see content such as LPN has a video called Squeezing Through. We have Tizza, PH Tizza, who does 100 combos you can do in Cross Tekken, and it's like different people. So 2 episodes, I think, already. And we have a couple of our favorite matches and highlights from different Pusus. So that you can check that out too.
That's cool.
And then, obviously, for Are You Gaming, right, Dave?
Absolutely. No, I'm still waiting for my trailer for NorCal Fight League, so we can throw that on our website.
Yeah,
Well-
we had. Oh, sorry.
No, but yeah, no, we're gonna definitely be plugging NorCal Fight League as much as possible on our website as well, and doing everything we can to support that, because it's really exciting for the NorCal scene, and we're also since we're talking about things right now, even though it's off the FGC, we're actually going to be doing some giveaways in the next couple of months. We're going to be giving away a copy of Destiny, and we're also going to be giving away we're going to be giving away a copy of Unio. So,
Nice.
So definitely keep tuning in to RUGaming.com, and because we're gonna have some serious giveaways in the next couple of months.
And can they follow you on Twitter, Facebook, or any other social medias?
Yes, you can follow us on Twitter at RU Gaming and Facebook, facebook.com/RU Gaming. And that's basically, you come and follow us, and then that's actually going to be, we're going to do some giveaways when all you have to do is follow us to enter and stuff like that as well. So
Cool.
we'll keep everyone informed. So just follow our Twitter, and we'll keep everyone informed on when those giveaways are going to start.
Ooh,
So-
I was going to mention, one of the things, since I've noticed this stream or this podcast is one of the best. It's like one of the most comfortable streams or podcasts I've been on. To be honest.
Oh, thank you.
And I love it. And I love that we can kind of just like mess around and just like troll the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
There is a connection. I promise there is a connection between this. RU Gaming has an apparel, I think, branch called Troll. Is that what it's called, Dave?
Yeah. Basically, we started our apparel brand. We basically Trolled is actually a brand of RU Gaming, and we have 2 shirts out for the Trolled brand right now, which is our Kappa shirt and also our Plain Nina shirt, our hashtag Plain Nina shirt. And basically, I kind of developed that idea when we were just through just watching all this the stream monsters or stream warriors or whatever we want to call them these days, but and there was just because they make up so much of the community, and whether that and people have their opinions of them and everything like that, but without them there would not be as much hype as there is, and there wouldn't be as much discussion about the FGC or gaming in general, and so that's where the Troll brand was kind of inspired from. So that's where those shirts, and we're gonna have more shirts that are gonna be following the Troll brand, but those are our 2 signature shirts right now for that brand, and that complements also our RU Gaming brand shirts as well. And just to let everyone know, we have a shop site right now. We're having some technical difficulties with it lately, the last couple weeks. So give us some time. It should be up by the end of the week. So if you're trying to buy rugaming.com apparel, just give us a little more time, because that should be all rectified within the next week or so.
Will NCFC viewers be able to have any kind of coupon code or anything?
I want to say yes, probably by the third round. It would be lame of me to promise that right now and then have no shopping site for them to come to at the present moment. So
you could really troll them.
Yeah, we'll come to our site. We'll give you 5% off, and they're just like totally, and then it's like, sorry, this site is simply unavailable.
You should have made it better. It should be like 75% off, and then all of a sudden they go on. It's like, what?
Wait, free T-shirts right now for the next hour.
Oh my god!
Crash the boards.
You should put a fake page where it says basically there's too many people visiting. Come back again later.
I'll make it like a Blizzard release and be like, sorry, our servers were just crazy, dude. We couldn't support all this traffic.
See you next year.
Support all the traffic.
Watch someone just does it at a random time, like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's like, what? There's hella people looking at this website at 5.
I'm just like, dude, it's 6 o'clock somewhere. It's 6 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, there you go, right?
Anyway, I want to thank you two for coming on and sharing your information and your business and whatnot with us and our fans and our viewers and whatnot. Some of our viewers are not fans; they just like to hate and watch at the same time. So,
yes,
hats off to them too.
I love them.
You're free to stick around while we do the rest of the show if you want to, chime in about any other topics. So, just
very good. I like it. Well, if nothing else, thanks for having us, and we at RUGaming.com, we're excited to be hanging out with you guys, and me and Hellbox have been talking about this for a couple of months now, so I'm excited that this we were able to come on here.
Got down to it finally.
I mean, last thing, I didn't forget it, but I almost thought we were both going to forget it, because when we were both talking about it, we weren't exactly in the best frame of mind.
I won't lie, I was in a great frame of mind.
Well,
probably not the great frame of mind for remembering things, maybe.
Yeah, I was like, man, I know I had a discussion with Dave, but I can't remember what it was about.
I mean, when you guys watch the Giants get swept by the Dodgers, I know it's hard to remember things that happen.
Wow.
I don't
Stop.
think I will be able to actually watch that because that's not going to happen.
It's already happened. Is that?
It happened?
I like as a good San Francisco Giants fan, I like to live in denial. What's happening?
Oh, I see.
I
see.
So that's all fine.
Man, well, anyway, thanks again,
thanks
guys.
to both of you for joining us.
Yeah, I just wanted to also say thank you for having us, and then the team Pandora House just wanted to say thank you in general too. Sorry that they wanted to come too, but we have adult real life jobs that provide food for our children.
Oh yeah. I wonder what that's like.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we hope to see. Hopefully, you guys or whoever's watching also come out at the league. If you guys follow the Facebook, that's the best one. They'll have all the updates and it'll have the stream. I play winner, and actually, our episode. I'm sorry. Last time I called it episode. Episode will be this Friday at 7 or 6. Start at 7. So hopefully I'll see everyone there.
So that's for those who don't know, that's Friday, 7:00 Pacific time.
Yes.
So be sure to tune into I Play Winner around there.
Yes.
Where will it be held?
It will be held at, again, the Maid, and the address will be on the Facebook. I know I'm not trying to sound throwing it out there, but that's the easiest way for people to figure out what's going on with the details.
Okay.
But thank you guys for having us.
And thanks for coming on.
By all means.
All right, you two have a good one. We're gonna talk about nerdy shit now.
I probably will listen on the chat, but I will take myself off Skype.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Goodbye, gentlemen.
Goodbye. Thanks again.
Yeah. So, there's some pretty big news this week. I think I'm not a big fan of Mortal Kombat, but they introduced Kano to Mortal Kombat 10.
Yeah.
And my goodness, this is probably the most entertained I have been watching a character reveal trailer for anything. Commando Kano?
No, that's the best form of him. Like,
that is so sick. He stabs you, he grabs you, he does it all. Like why has this never been a thing?
his haymaker and his lariat are immaculate. Like every time I see him, boom, it's cracky in the jaw. It's so good. Like I've never really been a big Mortal Kombat fan. I used to play a lot of UMVC3 back on like the PlayStation. You know, when it probably wasn't even UMVC3. I don't even remember what it was called then. But after, you know, it moved to 3D and stuff, you know, I played it every now and again, but I kind of lost interest. With latest things like Mortal Kombat 9, too, I was still like, it's okay, but I really don't like entirely how the control scheme works. I never really got to play it too much. But, I don't know, this new one, if it plays well, you know, I'll definitely give it a shot. But it just looks cool. I like I'm still calling it the Moon System, because all I think about is Melty Blood. Because it's like, hey, everybody's got 3 forms. Though I'm sure it's more like you know, for the Moon's. Well, yeah, that's probably more accurate, because, you know, the Moon System has like a lot of different sub-system features that change. You know, with like you can't reverse beat unless you're under Crescent and blah blah blah. But I just really think it's cool, and especially Commando being more of a grappler, that's definitely more my style. And I mean, who doesn't love someone getting held up by a knife and then getting punched in the jaw? Like that's come on.
And to bring up a point Metaphysics brought up to us, apparently Kano now has the arc reactor on his chest, and he uses it to power up.
He's just like Iron Man.
Like, no, he's not just like Iron Man. I'm pretty sure Commando Kano found Iron Man in the streets and whooped his ass and took his arc reactor. Pretty sure this is what happens.
Does it change color depending on what mode you pick?
Yes.
Sick.
You called that a knife? This is a knife.
Man, that's so sick.
Boom. Oh, God. I just... Like, Commando's the best one for me. Like, Cybernetics, like, whatever, you know, he's a projectile character. The first one, I don't remember what it's called. Like, that one's okay, but...
Cutthroat.
Oh, yeah, Cutthroat's okay, because I do like, you know, it's like, oh, look, he's throwing knives. That's cool. He's got a lot of knife going on, but like, the whole... Like, the full body slam that he's doing on people, like, throwing them in the air, it's too sick.
Wow.
Yo, this Commando one is hella Sambo, dude. Like,
Yeah. Just get him with the knees. Just, any which way.
My favorite is, I remember seeing him, he's got this grab where he, like, grabs you, it looks like he's gouging out your eyes, and then he just stabs the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like, he shanks you prison style, like, about 5-6 times in the chest, and then throws you on the ground.
what appears to be that low catch, that's pretty tight. Right?
Yeah,
You
it's
see the takedown
fucking
and stabs you.
Oh, yeah, his low counter?
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's so good.
Oh, God.
And his x-ray's pretty
Oh,
sick.
my. Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
So yeah, definitely. When I saw that, I'm like, all right. Because to be fair, at Evo when they did the reveal for Raiden, and they showed the one that can put down 2 points and then arc the lightning across them. When I saw that, I thought that's a really cool idea for a fighting game character. I don't know how well it'll do in execution, but just that was so cool. Like the different things that they're trying with this. So I mean, I'm a little excited. I gotta admit, which is pretty neat.
No, I'm just gonna chime in here. Like I totally agree. I totally agree. Like when I saw the Raiden preview, I was like, that's pretty great. And then when they had and I feel like we were saying, like when I saw Mortal Kombat 9, I like always wanted to play it, but I was like, this still kind of looks like Mortal Kombat 3. You know what I mean? And like it still kind of the same, but I feel like in Mortal Kombat 10, everything kind of moves differently, and I feel like it's going to be more kind of a newer version of Mortal Kombat that's actually going to bring in some of the old fans, some of the new fans, and kind of just help to maybe revitalize the series even more than it already has been with 9.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, it's definitely the first time I've looked at a Mortal Kombat since, like, you know, being a child, seeing the old shit, and thought, wow, this actually looks kind of interesting. When they revealed Raiden at Evo, I was kind of like, well, duh, Raiden's gonna be in it. So like the reveal, I realized it wasn't supposed to be so much of a, like, you know, like, yo, get hyped for Raiden, as much of a get hyped for system explanation. So it's like, okay, cool. And then with the Kano coming out, I'm like, wow, this actually looks, you know, like I would play this character maybe.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I mean, the super violence of Mortal Kombat has never really appealed that much to me. I don't really care. Like, obviously, I like things looking like they hurt, but you know, blood and organs and whatever. That's not a big appeal to me. It's just whatever. But what does get me excited is a good ass slam, like throwing dudes around all over the place.
like, it's just satisfying, right?
Yeah, just like, dude, think about that. If you just pick someone up on the street and threw them against the concrete, like, they're not going to be a happy person.
And then when you follow it up by just stabbing the crap out of him for no.
Well, that's definitely a no bueno.
I've just never seen somebody's torso get ripped in half, bones and all, by a knife. That just, you know,
that's a hard pull to like clean
man.
like that.
That dude.
The ribs don't even break; it's just straight.
Like fucking Kano is definitely doing his curl day, you know, just like 200 pounders.
I was gonna say, as someone that used to work at a hospital and pretended to be a doctor, I'm pretty sure you can't cut through rib cage like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if doctors could do that, imagine how clean surgeries would be.
Like, that is some precision. Like, here you just cleanly cut through the bones.
Like, there was no mess at all, like no fragments at all. It's just like clean. Kano, expert surgeon.
And of course, he's still doing his crazy cannonball spins. I don't know how that guy does that.
He's a cyborg commando, dude. I'm pretty sure that's what they teach you in cyborg commando school.
Maybe in Australia.
Ah, jeez.
when you fuck up, it's like 10 blocker balls. Go.
Do you think when he does the cannonball, does he go counterclockwise?
Yes.
We'll have to ask Spider Carnage that one.
How long are we gonna go until we do that? That's not a knife.
I already did.
Does he have knifey spoony mode?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like one time when he pulls up the knife,
where he has a spoon.
yeah, like that should legitimately be in there. But
what
that's
if his
just fun.
spoon was a ladle?
Rips your torso with an iron ladle.
Yeah, I want to see him cut someone open with a spoon. That'll be the real shocking part. Maybe it'll be a great
just a sport.
Yo, the DLC options for this are endless.
Yeah, so I do have to say, like this, I'm not into the Mortal Kombat series, the Injustice series, but I'm excited just for this one character so far. Like I've enjoyed all the characters that they've showed so far, but this Kano definitely stands out. One of the things I do enjoy from watching the trailer, he doesn't seem to move as stiff as everyone else I've seen so far. He doesn't seem to move like a Mortal Kombat character. He's more fluid, and he hurts people. It's great. Like, it's awesome.
It might be a good indication of where they're going with it, because while he moves fluidly, maybe they'll be like, hey, maybe everybody else should move like that too, or somewhat similar.
Yeah.
Because it would be kind of a disadvantage for everybody if it's like, wow, Kano's just like fucking all over the place, and everybody else is just trying to stay on their feet.
Yeah. What I think is really cool about this game, though, is that it looks like it'll probably be very entertaining from a spectator standpoint as well.
Well, 9 was definitely a crowd pleaser the first year at EVO.
Yeah, so
Like, if
it'll
you
be
ever
really
want to
cool.
see, if you've ever wanted to visit, like, old Rome during the gladiator times, where they're literally saying, "Rip him in half," that was like the year for you.
Oh, but yeah, I mean, like I said, I never really paid too much attention to Mortal Kombat 10, but this stuff is kind of getting me amped. I just gotta say.
Now, if they only make an engine that isn't a decade old
Yeah, that's nice.
and full of bugs.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm not too big on the game itself, but this Kano.
Oh no, I mean aesthetically, this looks
Specifically,
great. I'm just
Commando
hoping that-
Kano.
I'm just hoping that the gameplay backs it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully it does. I'm sure the MK community will still go hard on the game.
Yeah, they're usually pretty good about that.
Hmm.
They'll actually have 2 games to play now, because I heard they moonlight between this and Killer Instinct. So,
Yeah, that's true.
and Uniel apparently.
Yeah, everybody should play that game.
The thing with Undernight, it has attracted people from every single scene. Like,
Yeah.
I've looked at. I got bored the other day. I was just reading Twitter, and I've seen people Marvel, Street Fighter, KOF, Gear, Blaze, Injustice, Mortal Kombat, KI, whatever the hell game you could think of. They're all playing this game. Like, this game has. Okay, it's not as big as some people would have hoped it to be, but it has pretty much brought together everyone.
No, totally. I have definitely seen
Under
such
Night
a huge
is like
jump.
that old man just singing Kumbaya in the middle of a campfire.
Say, hey, he's cool.
It's just bringing people in.
He's got marshmallows. Yeah, I mean that's really cool. Like, I was talking with Lee Chung yesterday on Real Ravioli, and he said he's trying to go in on it. And I'm like, yeah, dude, like, please, we need everybody that wants to play it should. And speaking of Uniel, I may or may not be on an interview on a certain website within the next couple of weeks concerning it. So you should keep an eye out for that on the front page of certain website.
You're gonna be on Yahoo?
That's right, man.
shit.
Not just any Yahoo, Yahoo Money.
Oh,
We're going public, baby.
people buy stock in the SDR. You can own it for like $1, and you can tell us what to do.
Please, just give me something to eat.
All right, Yahoo Finance. Let's check out what's the. Let's see here. Amazon takes on Disney superheroes in online fight. I think that's Chris. Let's see.
Oh yeah, I totally called that match.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great. I don't know. I really do feel like Undernight is a game that anybody can really get into and enjoy and pick up pretty quickly, like, to be perfectly honest. It's mostly just about understanding what your character does and how the system works, and then just reading your opponent and playing, like, to the best you can.
Exactly.
There's not too much in-depth stuff with combos unless you're playing certain characters, but even then, some of the hardest stuff is still just, if I put in enough work in practice mode, it still won't be that bad.
Right.
You
You're
just
not over here freaking, like, doing ridiculous motions all at the same time,
Yeah.
Yeah, your face is not that bad.
Depending on the character you play. Carmine.
No, yeah, because there's definitely some things that you need to wrap your brain around with the characters that are specific to them, but once you get the hang of it, it just becomes second nature like usual.
Has anybody
So, I
dropped
mean-
the character yet?
No, but I've only played Wallstein, so why should I drop him?
Apparently, because he has bad defensive options. I don't know.
Bad defensive options. Who needs to be on defense when
Dude,
you're
why-
always offense?
How can you have bad defensive options when you have the best one ever? Blocking.
Yeah, that's true.
That is true.
I think you mean gigantic arms.
This is
Well, that
also
too.
true. Blocking
But-
with gigantic arm.
Thank
And
you.
he has to block, because, man, like, start of a round, I can just pretty much press a button and he's going to get touched.
Yeah. But I mean, that's why when I play against people such as the prestigious Hanzo Gonzo, he does not Grim Reaper me at start because he fears my blocking ability.
If there's one thing I've noticed from people so far that I've played a lot of is that they're starting to get down to, like, shielding and stuff.
Gonzo.
I like how you had to, like, really digest what I had said for like 10 seconds and then just like,
I was trying to gloss over that.
is he going? Is he really doing this? And then you really thought about what I'd said.
That's right, man. Winning 3 tournaments.
So, new characters being introduced. We were talking about Kano. Tekken has a new concept character. I don't know if he's actually going to be in the next game, but apparently it's some Middle Eastern guy. And Murado wants everyone's help on just giving opinions and feedback and all this stuff for the character. I have sent my suggestion to Harada, and I would like for everyone to retweet this because I think it is by far the best suggestion. Let me find it for people so they can just, here it is. I expect everyone in chat to retweet this, please. Thank you very much. This is very important. Yeah. So, the character to me looks like just an Assassin's Creed character with like Kuwaiti head garb. That's it. I don't know, and it looks like Miguel without the.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, it totally looks like Miguel.
So this is obviously just a concept, but you never know. Like things can change. Oh no, I'm not connected in chat.
Yeah, where the heck is this link at?
My internet died for a bit. It seems.
Well, just give me the link and I'll post it up.
There you go. It should be in chat now. I see things.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I see things. So please retweet that. Let's see if we can get this character's name to be my best friend, Mahmoud.
Mahmoud is such a good guy.
He is an amazing human being, and that's why I feel he should be a character.
Yeah, he deserves this.
Like he definitely deserves this. So please, everyone, retweet this. Tell your friends to retweet this. Tell your family to retweet this. If we can get the Tekken community to be aware of this, it'll definitely happen. And Harada will have no choice but to name this character Mahmoud.
I actually think it's pretty cool that he's reaching out to the community for their feedback.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like specifically the community that this directly portrays. Like,
yeah.
So it's like, hey, what do you think? Are we doing you a disservice? Like, what can be done better? Should his name be Mahmoud?
The answer is yes to that question, by the way.
And this is after Tag 2 having a bit of a fuck up in the that elevator stage, having Allah written on the ground.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, they
damn.
got shit for that.
That's just one of the things you should know better about.
They definitely patched that out with the quickness. And in some ways, it almost seems like this character might be, kind of a way of like, hey, we're sorry. Like, here's how sorry we are. We're willing to like properly represent. Which is fine. Like, that's great. I'm glad they're actually.
No, that's cool.
Efforts.
Yeah, there's people all over the world, and obviously Tekken has like such a diverse cast from multiple countries. So it's good to see just more representation go around, especially to people who are fans of these kind of things.
And it's definitely the correct way to handle that. Whereas a lot of other people just be like, "No, fuck you, it stays in the game," and it's like, all right, man.
Yeah, remove it, apologize, done.
Mm-hmm.
And it worked out well. But
if only they can remove Snoop Dogg.
They haven't mentioned the fighting style for the character yet, right?
No.
There's been no mention.
Okay, because that's what I'm curious about. I want to know if they're going to give him like some kind of fighting style that's associated with the Mideast, or if it's just going to be something else.
That would be cool for them to like do some research on that and just like sort of cobble something together that would maybe.
Well, yeah, that's the thing I do enjoy about Tekken. They do a lot of research on different fighting styles, and it shows in the game. Like there are plenty of characters that have very similar fighting styles, but for the most part, there are plenty of unique ones as well. And I'd like to see what they give this guy. I want to know if he Germans people or not. That's just. I like it. Yeah.
Continuing on, getting to the heart of something that is been a kind of a nuisance to most people on their side. We have Ultra Street Fighter 4 PC release with the silliest list of bug lists that also seems to extend all the way to the ground, which is pretty hilarious.
Just unroll it.
Yeah. Apparently, Capcom's on a record saying like some of the Relento and DiCaprio changes, were unintended. They just kind of happened. So I don't know. Maybe they had like a build on the PC version that wasn't the final version, and they accidentally released that instead, or something like that. But there is just a gigantic list of bugs, or at least people expect them to be bugs because they don't work as dictated beforehand. But it's quite the lengthy list to look at.
Is this stuff they found after release, or?
Yeah, after release.
That's what the community found.
And this is,
Yeah.
and then does it include any of the ones that were in the console version too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
There's some funny ones.
Oh yeah.
We got any
Trying
YouTube
to find-
videos of this?
There's some that were made for the things that are like obviously visual ones, but the stuff that's evident and constant is just numbers not being right. So Street Fighter 4 has set values for counter hits, right? Like you get 100%, 150% damage for a successful counter hit. And there are set frame advantages for normals, depending on the strength of the normal, also on counter hit. I think it's something like 2 frames for lights, 3 frames for mediums, 4 for heavies. But you go through this list and you realize there's the case of it being wrong is more prevalent than it being right.
Wow.
So that makes you think. And after you think for a while, I come to the conclusion that this is done by data entry. Think about that.
Yeah.
How else could they consistently fuck it up? If this was a formula, this would just mean that they programmed it once, and then they just set the values to this move does 100 damage. Oh, it got counter hit and now does 150 damage. As opposed to having errors where move that does 100 damage, landed a counter hit, does 130. Like, there's stuff like that, and you're like, where the, huh? So, that's constant through almost every character. Then you have stuff that just makes you wonder what the fuck they were thinking. So Evil Ryu's standing jab, from the way I understand this, is always counted as a chain normal. Which means you can't cancel it into specials.
What?
So even a single jab from Evil Ryu cannot be canceled into a special because it's checked off as being a chain normal. But he also has the error of his chained close light kick counting as a non-chain normal. So he can actually do close jab, close light kick, and cancel off a close light kick without having the link.
Huh.
So those are fun.
The barrier
There's
of
some-
entry suddenly lowered.
Yeah, there's some weird backdash stuff where characters backdash is forcing reversals to come out slower than they should, or forcing specials to come out slower than they should.
Yeah.
So it has like total backdash recovery is 21 frames, but then there's like an added frame disadvantage before stuff will actually happen.
Oh, wow.
This one spoke to me. Goken's back throw has a 10 frame longer than normal tech window. Yeah.
Oh, man. I guess they just really, nobody really wanted to get hit. Like, they didn't want nobody getting caught by that setup again in the corner, right?
Well, no, that's the thing, is that before his throw tech on back throw was in a different spot.
Right.
It was later than normal throws. But now it's, I think, in the same place, but it's also 10 frames longer.
Wow.
So instead of having, what is it, like 8 frames or something to tech, you have like 18 something?
So it's like
Like,
always. So basically, it's always gold throw.
Yeah.
Gosh,
It's
yeah.
pretty silly.
There's a lot of hurt box like things like extending before the active portion comes out a couple frames and stuff like that. Straight up hurt and hitbox is just changing. Like Cody's, it says that his level 1 and 2 focus like hitbox is different from his level 3, which is actually like extended like back a bit, so like it doesn't have as much range and stuff like that. Yeah, it just feels like it's not a system thing that they altered. They just legitimately like, maybe this is like why the game, patches, not too much, but it's like, let's do everything manually. This seems like a good idea. I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't.
which seems like the worst idea ever.
Yeah, instead of having like, oh, this algorithm will make it so that in the system, counter hits are set to this. And then I could understand maybe altering a couple of things specifically, not necessarily like everything, but when you're entering this much data, there's definitely room for human error. So,
Why would you even allow for human error?
yeah.
this can all be done up front by creating formulas or even changing how the way counter hits are registered. It's like, why not set it to the receiver? Like, the character getting hit just has, did I get counter hit? I take this much damage.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It's weird. So hopefully this will be a step forward to, because I mean they've represented on PC before, but maybe they need to think about PC isn't just like adopted child that just gets abused all the time. It's a legitimate platform people really want to play on. People were excited for this, and then you get this monstrosity. So I mean, they've patched a couple of things, because with the internet. So hopefully they'll address all this as soon as possible. But if that's the way the engine works, it might still not be perfect. As long as they strive for a better version, I'm perfectly fine with that. But it's just kind of silly that this kind of thing happens still.
That these mistakes exist. This one's fun. EX Tendon Engine for Seth. Hitting airborne opponent who is not in a juggle state will cause subsequent attacks to add juggle count as though they were airborne, even though the opponent is grounded. Think about that.
You're going to have to repeat that for me, man.
So, you know how normally you juggle into EX10 and engine, right? Like, they do DP, and then as they're falling, they suck them in. It's a restand.
Right.
If you do that to someone that's not already being juggled, but is in an airborne state, so let's say you suck them out of a hurricane kick, or you suck them out of a jump, and they were just jumping. It makes it so the rest of your juggles are fucked up. So, the easiest example, and the one that's listed here in the notes, is his crouching fears will not hit twice anymore.
Wow. So will they just flip out or something on the first hit?
Yeah. Because the juggles aren't working right afterwards.
So you basically have a specific set of moves that may or may not work given that situation.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's rough.
This stuff is really fun. It just makes you wonder what the fuck they were thinking. God, there was another one that I thought was really funny. Oh, apparently, the way they set up status change supers like Genaijin or Ciembu or Feng Shui Engine is that they created an entire new set of normals.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
No.
So Genaijin just has completely different hitboxes than their normal counterparts.
Oh, Jesus.
So instead of just saying, you're in Feng Shui Engine, you have different, you just have access to different properties. No, you just have access to different weirder functioning normals now.
It's almost as if, the engine they used was Mugen or something, where they just have to build every character from the ground up.
No, it actually does seem that way, which is probably the silliest way I would ever imagine. I would actually give more credit to some Mugen programmers at this point.
God, I don't know. It's rough. It's definitely I don't know. It's a very bad look.
Yeah.
It gets me that I understand there's going to be bugs, and there might be bugs with different versions and stuff like that, but just the extensive list of things that you see, I don't even know, is this just because of things that they've seen on the PC version specifically, or is it Ultra that they can just finally document and see because it's on a PC, so it's easier to debug? So, I mean, it's definitely out there.
Here's a fun one. So for Sakura, EX Hadoken does not have a can cross-up flag. This makes it harder to hit as a melee on wake up, as it can't hit behind an opponent's center line.
So it just whips them after a certain point.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This game actually, so I think this is how they made it a protection against cross-up unblockables that were plaguing AE.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is that they added delayed wake up. Which, by the way, I'm going to point out real quick, is that they added a feature and then it didn't add a way in training mode to test to play around with it. Just going to remind everyone about that. Anyway, they added delayed wake up, but then they also added, I think this was added to post AE, the can or cannot cross up flag. So moves are designated as being able to cross up or not being able to cross up. And because Sakura's fireball doesn't have that flag checked on, if her Hadouken, done as a meaty, goes past the character's center point, it just doesn't touch them, even though it's completely overlapping them.
So wow.
So all of a sudden, the Oki game befalls the Sakura player to like time this pretty much.
Yeah, immaculate timing.
Yeah.
So that means like if someone who's on the defending end of it, you know, they could actually probably just like
wake up jab.
Keep up. Well, they could probably keep up with the fireball too, and like, you know, backdash into it and stuff, and still be okay, and until they hit a certain range.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if somebody just wakes up and it just went past them and they backdash, but they backdash at such a range where it still wouldn't hit them, so they just like
keep walking with it,
and like Sakura can't throw another fireball because it's just still out there.
Fucking a zoning game up.
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully this will be addressed expediently, like really fast. Yeah, especially with like promotions and things being like, we're going to be playing on the PC version for this whatever.
Right. Yeah. That was more like Alienware's call for Super Arcade, I think.
But like I was saying, that doesn't necessarily mean that these don't exist in the console versions. It's just we've been able to notice this because of the PC version. So
yeah, I suspect people.
The list actually has checked off things that they fixed, which is interesting, because they've fixed probably the most basic of errors. The Elena section in and of itself probably takes up a page.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, it's fucking massive. Some of them, like the stuff with meter gain being fucked up, it's like this should all be formulas. Yeah. Why does this seem like this is manually entered? And moreover, why did you guys have a year of time to work on this with what appears to be not a year's worth of work in terms of like updating older characters? Like, I know adding new characters is fucking time consuming and resource intensive, but how are all the old characters fucked up?
It was a year's worth of work, but it was a year's worth of manual input work over multiple people, not a year's worth of we have an engine to do this for us kind of work.
Here's a fun one. Rufus. Ultra 1/Ultra 2 does not gain proper counter hit damage bonus. Was not reduced to match new lower damage values. This actually sounds like it's referencing old data from like Vanilla or Super where fucking Ultras did shit tons. So my understanding of this is if Rufus just counter hits you with raw Ultra 1, you're taking vanilla damage.
Nice.
So you just explode. Like, that stuff's great. Oh, you can't turn off the music if you set it to 0. Like, volume level 0. It's still on.
What?
Yeah, that's like one of the system-wide errors.
Yeah, it just sounds like a bunch of oversights, at least on that front.
At one point, does it stop being oversights and it start being slop-ass work?
Yeah.
It could be both to a point, then it's just slop.
Because it's like, you can excuse really small mistakes. Like, if it was only that Rufus thing that existed, it'd be like, hey, they fucking missed one thing out of what is evidently hundreds of little things that can go wrong.
Oh, man. Well, like you say, that's why we point these things out, and they listen, and they fix them, and then we pretend like they never happened because we're too busy enjoying our fresh, new, balanced product. Hopefully. I don't play Street Fighter, so I'm not really worried.
Remember when they added button config the character select? Like, that's really cool. Yeah. That was neat. That's fucking amazing. And then remember when you can't turn buttons off in character select?
That really disappointed me. It's like, why can't I debind these 3-punch, 3-kick buttons? I don't need these.
It's like, you're going to want these. Trust us.
Like, these are great. They're fucking tight.
Just call it Rainbow Edition. Fuck it. Anyway, I think that's... Well, I had a question real quick, unrelated to Street Fighter, but, like, Arc Revo is supposed to be coming up pretty soon, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they have a date, so I was hoping that...
Well, they don't have a date, and it's kind of hard to find out who qualified. I know there have been a few players in Japan that have been keeping track of everything, but there's no unified list last I checked.
Okay. Yeah, I've been checking out the website right now. They don't really have anything. Just it's kind of just a placeholder right now with random news facts. because we got to get ready to root for America, man.
Revo takes place on August 30th.
August 30th?
Yeah, it's part of Japan Gamers Live.
Okay.
Yay!
Sweet.
And do you know if there's a list of all the competitors that are going to be there?
I know some of the people, I think Jordal and a couple other people had compiled lists at various times. I don't know if there's a final list right now. So.
Okay.
Hey, Tony.
Yes.
Cody's non-knife normals, while he's holding the knife, change hitboxes.
What? Why is it just like a completely different instance of a character than when you just like trigger one flag and it's just like, oops.
Whoopsie doodle.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. These are great.
That's why pencils have erasers, man.
Exactly.
One big ass eraser.
Erasers that are whole new games.
Probably.
Let's see how fast they can fix the 1 year's worth of
I
work.
think we're all thinking it. I, for one, welcome 2015 with
Oh
open
my
arms.
god.
Ono's going to come out and give us another heartful speech and a bow.
He's going to come out with a Blanca figurine that doesn't have a low forward.
Yeah, that was fucking amazing. So, Blanca's low forward actually has its hit stop, its hit freeze all fuckered. It's different when he hits a standing opponent than when he hits a crouching one, which means the timing to cancel his low forward is dependent on how you hit them. So his combo timing is completely fucking different whether or not the guy was standing or crouching.
That sucks.
Like, that shit is hilarious. Also accidentally buffed him by fucking around with hit stop on his two-hit knee, his close medium kick. It adds way more hit stop to the defender than it does to Blanca. So he can meaty Goken with close medium kick. He can wake up counter it. But since Blanca's putting way less hit stop, the second hit of the medium kick will come out and stuff the counter.
Oh, stream died. It's back though.
Jesus
But
Christ.
yeah, that's silly.
stuff's just like... I mean, yeah, like there's just so much of this stuff that they would have to make another game. Well, I mean, not officially, but it would be a very sizable patch that would require some kind of fanfare behind it.
So remember, folks, go learn your bugs, because if you really want that matchup knowledge and understanding of your character, realize what the hell changes in what situation. I don't know, it's overly complicated.
It's like what I said, just scum it out. Never be afraid to do that. Who cares if it's a bug? It works in your favor.
Alright, I think we're done here, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks like it.
You're done here.
I'm done here. Everybody's ready to go watch, well, it's Monday, so nothing's really on. So.
What?
I like that.
We have the wonderful,
Do we?
Old Games Ben and
Old Games Ben with their special this week on Blunder Fight. Wait, I don't know. Can we promote other panels?
I mean, yeah.
Well, anyway, because I'm going to be on their show.
Oh,
okay.
Good shit.
They're doing an Undernight special. So if you guys are going to watch, Ultra Chen starts in like now. Is it now? Fuck.
Not so
late.
now. They're going to be late. It'll start in like maybe 10:15. So yeah, just go.
No,
go
it
check
starts
out.
at 8:30 officially.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go
Alright,
go
so-
check them out. Sanchez is going to be on there. They're going to be eating pizza without me. I hate all of them.
Hey, dude,
man.
I'm going to go walk to where they live.
Sick. Yo,
Yeah.
hey, Alex, did you get my tweet? What to do with James Chen's pizza?
Yeah, I'm going to eat all of it.
Thank you.
Games
one last
Ben
thing.
and Ultra Mavis.
One last
Ultraman
thing
is
is Big E today announced that at NEC 15 this December, they will be throwing a free Injustice tournament with a $1,000 pot bonus with possibly more money to come.
Damn.
Wow. What an incentive.
Big E said that Injustice has been big for them at his tournaments, so to show his respect to the community, he's throwing this free tournament for them.
Sick.
So
That's very nice.
Good guy, Biggie. You gotta love it.
All right.
So is that all we got?
That's all we have.
All right. Well, I would like to thank our guests tonight, David and Rose for coming on and talking about NorCal Fight Club. And as usual, from everybody here at Super Desperation Radio, good night and good luck.